Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Cookie Tree Tribe, where a long-awaited love story is finally about to begin, as we have Anzak, for a long time, doubtful of his secure place with Mises, the cookie goddess's favor, because of how light his spots are, almost so light that you can hardly see them at all, has finally found a new tree to call home, with Blani, who is not in particular, she's not very fussy, she's always been kind of a go-with-the-flow nicheling, which is why she started wandering through the grasses and got lost and found her way over to this cookie tree, and she is ready as their eyes have met across this pool, as he wades through the water and the ripples splash past all of the little fish in the rocks, and she sits amid this beautiful field of flowers. Yes, I'm setting the scene beautifully, I think, for their romance and the beginning of our third batch of cookies on this island. Bearing in mind, my friends, I just remembered when we leave this island, we might have to combine all of the different cookie batches that we have made, aka the different branches of the cookie tribe. We have the rose waters up here, we have got the main cookie line down here, and now we kind of have like our miscellaneous surprise cookies, like our surprises, basically. That actually sounds kind of fun. Or like confetti. I kind of want to call them the confetti cookies for some reason. But we've got them over to the third side, and that's because we have 3 trees. But what happens when we move to a new island and there's no trees? Well, we can't have any babies on that island, so we would immediately leave it. And if it only had 1 tree, then all of the tribes would need to reunite into one tribe and have one patriarch or matriarch amongst them until we found more trees. So that could actually make things very interesting, and it makes me very happy that we have some time to clear out this island. We have to make sure we get rid of all the grass and gather up a whole bunch of food before we leave the land and begin to search for more trees to worship Mies, the cookie goddess. But you can't exactly leave a job half finished, and we haven't even half finished worshipping her on this island. I really love the idea that the Nishlings kind of have like a religious duty, a sacred duty to worship the trees by clearing away all, and thus the goddess Mies, by clearing away all of the grass and showing her honor and love and spreading her goodness and kindness through the land before moving on to help spread the goodness of Mies to other cookie trees across the world. But Mies actually has a very fussy older goddess sister, it seems. At least this time Yuki has decided to show up in his female form, Lala. But we have Lala reborn in the family already. Can you believe that? I kind of love that, because in the Whims, we might see the trickster god show up per se and say that he's really into watching over and protecting the Whims. And with the cookie tribe, it seems that Lala, the fertility goddess, is actually very concerned to make sure that Mises' little project, that her people will be successful. So Lala, only like 4 generations removed, it's been very recent since we had the touch of this goddess in our tribe, has reappeared, and I think she has thus yanked, especially because she is the child of macadamia, she has yanked the role of the heir of this tree from whoever else could have been born and possibly followed macadamia's line for that. So, and we need to actually give macadamia that little icon. Should I give him... I'm going to go ahead and give him the orange icon to indicate that he's the leader of the patriarch of this particular tree. But she is her macadamia's direct descendant, so we can still say we have an unbroken line from, ironically, Lala herself. She's already she's made it a big circle by showing up. But she's here. We have a little Cinnamon, and we have the delicate Cocoa ready to give birth to yet another one of her children as she fled away from this wanderer Cream, who barged in here along with that terrible smelling brute of a spiky body bacon patterned nicheling who came in the last time. But anyway, I am rambling about things that you guys will have already known, having seen the previous episode. And if you are not sure what is going on, then do please consider watching the previous episodes, as that will help you out more than anything I could say, and checking out the links in the video description, because those will have links to our wonderful set of rules all laid out, easy for you to follow and check in on, and the beautiful wiki, which I am still so grateful that so many of you will watch over and tend to for me, because I literally don't have much time. I'm busy managing the nicheling gods after all. But all right, where to begin? Let's start with the romance, I think. All right, we're gonna have Anzak jump up and proclaim his love immediately to this glorious Blani of her beautiful spots, and I'm gonna have him actually pass on Nimble Fingers, because he does have one deformed paw, and I'm also going to have him pass on, he's got healthy blood clotting. Do we have better fertility? I think we have better fertility. He has low fertility, but we could pass on normal fertility, which I think would be pretty important. So I'm going to have him do that. I'm going to have him pass on normal fertility. And Blani has normal fertility already, so they should definitely have a normal fertility child. And I feel like Blani is not so dainty and stealthy as she is pretty... She's kind of like a bull in a china shop, in my opinion, but she's also very go with the flow. So what would I want to represent that with? Maybe just runner's leg, because she was quite a wanderer, and I would like to have more speed in this tribe. But I also, or like this particular batch of cookies, but I also want to make this particular batch of cookies very unique. Is there a way that Blani could do that? I don't want to lose Cracker Jaw, because that's like a Mies trait that we definitely want to keep. Blani, and we want to keep Spots. I think I'm going to go ahead, because I can't give them, unfortunately, horns yet, because they still need to attack. And actually Cyan might help with that, attack more of the bundles before that happens. I'm going to give her like very dense pattern, because I think that would be fun. And I'm going to give her runner's leg. She already has one runner's leg, doesn't she? No, yeah, I'm going to give her runner's leg, because I just feel like that would very much suit Blani. So Anzak stares into the eyes of this beautiful nicheling, with the flowers all around them, petals swaying in the breeze like some sort of perfect anime moment. And they fall in love. They fall in love and have a child, Anzak. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's going to take a little bit more work to get this line established. You think having the fertility goddess reborn would have helped, but apparently not. Anyway, over here, we do have some bundles, and I think Sugar Drop may have a little bit of a hunger. So we're going to have her come over. Oh my gosh, there are so many bundles. I think Banana and Sugar Drop, having just given birth, are going to be a little bit hungry for bundles. And we're going to have Walnut jump over to help monitor the babies. There's no birds on this island. Birds! I wonder if eventually the nichelings will want to attack the birds. If we might eventually have like a batch of winged defenders of the cookie trees, because I bet you that this particular lineage and this particular tribe would find the idea of those blue birds nesting in these trees to be absolutely unbearable. So we might actually make attack birds with the cookie tribe. I love that idea. Oh my gosh. All right, but we're gonna come over. Let's gather some, Macadamia is going to gather some nuts, and we'll have Walnut go ahead and help out with gathering some of these pieces. We've got some food here. Banana is going to clear away some of the grass and come back over to check on her baby. Okay, everything's taken care of there. All right, we've got quite a bit going on. So, Coco, I know that you don't have long for this world, but you have been amazing as our wonderful Rosewater Princess. Let us go ahead and see what your second child shall be after giving birth to poor Snow, who is spotted just like Earl Grey, but he's so lightly spotted that we're saying that Earl Grey was born with such clear spots because he was born during a time of mourning, just as his mother died. So he's kind of a tragic hero. But Snow, everyone actually considers to have been a little bit cursed because, or like without favor to the goddess, at least the people of this tribe, because they're very egotistical, because he was born too far from the tree. He was born 3 tiles from the tree, and we're supposed to stay within 2 tiles. So he most likely won't be able to breed with any of the Rosewaters, but maybe another tribe will take him in, or maybe we'll make him a wanderer and start our very own little side genetic experiment with him. We will have to see. But Coco, all right, bear your next child, my dear. She had a princess and then she died. Oh no, little Miko is here to accept. We're gonna go ahead, and we had Rose. I think we're gonna have like a lot of roses. So now we're gonna have let's go with Rose. Let's go with Rosie, maybe? I feel like this is gonna be Rose the second. Oh my gosh, just like a royal family. We're gonna start like the second, the third, the fourth. So this will be Rose the second, the new matriarch of this tribe, who has inherited the position after her mother tragically passed away, and her father Marsh is about to pass away. He's gonna come over and we'll let him do the honors of, with his last bit of energy, pushing away the grass to wrap around the nest of his soon-to-be orphaned young princess of the Rosewater tribe, and we shall allow him to offer his daughter her first nut, giving her the nutrition that they really feel the Cookie Tribe children need. Oh, so tragic, so tragic. But something tells me Rose the Second has a little bit more of a backbone of steel hiding in there, and she won't so easily be swayed by the fact that she's been orphaned early on, especially with so many uncles mostly. And one aunt to help her with making the Rosewater tribe the most successful of all. And so far they are the most successful because they've had the most children. I wonder if Lala actually showed up to remind the mainline cookies that they need to get on it with having some babies and getting more food to take care of those babies. Because as a fertility goddess, Lala is probably quite invested in making sure that there are many, many babies. And thus, I don't know if she would care so much about them being taken care of, like having tons of food, but I think she's displeased with how few children have been born to this line, and that's why she reappeared. But all right, so let's see. Cream, do you smell that nicheling? There he is! All right, Cream is off. She is trying. There, we found him! Oh no! Oh no! We were gonna have Cream wander away and make a new genetic line with Van Kier, the weird wanderer, and he's infertile. The injustice of it all! Just as I thought we could get some new genes in this tribe. He even has recessive bird beak and antenna. And because Cream is our only wanderer, she's allowed to breed with anyone she wants. But dang it, so now we can't have a little genetic experiment with him because he's infertile. So he's completely ignoring her advances. That sucks. Should I even invite him? I don't even think we're going to invite him in. He can't really see where he's going. I think Cream is a little bit frustrated. Like here, she finally thought something interesting was going to happen with her life, and instead this guy like doesn't even pay attention to her. She's just going to eat some fish and kind of stew over like annoying like bad dates basically. All right, so that got this whole group excited. Cranberry is going to come over and tend to the tree, and we're going to have little James, who is James actually a child of? Yeah, James is actually the firstborn, but I think that it's Clear Rose. This is kind of more a matriarch line, so I think it's Clear Rose is the princess, but James is going to start clearing away the grass with Earl T. And little Snow, I think, will probably kind of stay with Earl T and look up to him because he's also a pretty, like, washed out nicheling. And I think that James and Earl T get along because they're a bit younger and they're not as snooty, at least to each other. Like, Lordon Raisin and Princelle are the most judgmental of all of the Rosewater nichelings, so the two younger boys don't really want to have too much to do with them. All right, let's come over here. Oh, I need to change the colors to make sure we keep track of... there we go. All of you are Rosewaters after all, so you need to wear the Rosewater colors. There you go, Snow. And Marsh is not a Rosewater, but he's going to pass away, so it doesn't matter. All right, and Raisin, she really loves eating these berries, and Princelle really loves, and Princelle is kind of like, he wants to be admired. He is very, very dainty. So I think the most he would ever do is kind of clear away the grasses. But Lordon wouldn't mind, bringing home the occasional bunnel from a good hunt to show that he is a very powerful, very strong nicheling, and perhaps one that should be considered, even though he smells a little bit badly to Rose II, be considered for a position as a mate of the matriarch in the future. Whew, this is going to be a little tricky, actually, because they're all pretty closely related now. Alright, meanwhile, Cyan is still on his kind of wild child adventure, working his way over to the third tribe there, and taking out every bunnel he runs across while he's at it. And over here, we're going to go ahead, and Walnut is going to have another child with his mate Banana, and Banana, oh yay, she dug up that root, wonderful. Banana's going to settle into the nest, there we go. And then I think Lala is going to be over here, and Lala is going to straight up tell Macadamia, like, she's so young that they can't really understand her stories and her odd dreams just yet. But it's clear that they need more babies. All right, there we go. Walnut is going to come over to clear away the grasses because they've been told they need to clear all the grasses away constantly to make sure that they are taking care of Mies. And Macadamia, if he is going to listen to little Lala's early whispers of there needs to be more nichelings to take care of the tree, I do believe that Macadamia is going to be studying these berry bushes and be getting the beginnings of an idea. But all right, where's our third tribe? Way over here. Let's get them cozy. Maybe on this side, so we've got some nice flowers while Blondie goes ahead and nibbles on this nut. We'll have Anzac go ahead and kick the tree. Oh, we even have a bunnel coming over here that we can go ahead and eat. And let's see what the very first child of kind of our confetti cookie line is going to be. Oh, he does have spots. Oh, thank goodness. They're just so faint. He looks just like his dad. In fact, he's like literally his dad. Just his arms are flipped. Oh my gosh. And he has spike body recessive, just like his dad. Oh my goodness. All right. Welcome, little... Come on, what's a gray cookie? This is really pushing me to having to think hard. We're gonna name him Shazak, which sounds kind of like, I don't know, Shazam, but this is Shazak, because sugar is the closest thing I can think of to that color, and he is going to be the very first member of our third tribe, so that's exciting. And then over here, Marsh has just passed away, leaving behind little Rose II to step in as the new matriarch of this tree. Cranberry suddenly passing on the baton to his own granddaughter. Oh my goodness. And we've got James, he's going to be down here with Earl T. They're just going to be clearing things away. And Snow, are you older, Snow? No, you're not older. You're just, are you bigger? Maybe not. All right. No. They're all the same. Okay, good. So they're taking care of things over there. Raisin is just going to constantly be nibbling on these berries. That's kind of her thing now. And Princelle might walk along the river's edge because he can actually see his reflection excellently, and that's very important. That makes a lot of sense for him, actually. And Lordon, can he smell? He might do a little hunting as he clears away the grass because he does want to kind of brag at how he can take care of things. Oh my gosh! Look at this beautiful banana bread cookie child. I love her. Oh my goodness gracious. She is so precious. And I think she actually has they're kind of pink. They're more brown dots. So that might be like a maybe to the Rosewaters. If you squint, they could seem pink. That's red and white. So that's definitely pink, but it looks like the white and the brown kind of make a pink tone. So I could see a Rosewater male possibly thinking that lovely, let's see, Bana Brie, after banana bread. In fact, Bana Brie, there we go. So Bana Brie, who is named after banana bread, and her mother Banana, has been born, and we have a boy! Hello, little guy. Lala is your older sister, and she is quite insistent that everybody get a move on having babies in this tribe. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna name him, let's go ahead and name him, oh, you guys have been giving me, let's go with, Coco, let's see, like Coco, I'm trying to think, there's something, Coffee, maybe? I kind of like that, like little Coffee, because he's got big old ears, and maybe he's quite hyper, so we'll name him Coffee after, like, coffee cookies. There we go. And so he is over here and has now joined our tribe, and Cyan is chasing after those bunnels, and he's on the hunt. That's just kind of the mood that he's in at the age of his life. Not really stopping by. Clearly all the females in this tribe are taken, and he's not ready to settle down yet anyway. And my goodness, so we've got quite a bit going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can still have 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 more nichelings in this main cookie tribe. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 4 more over here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. We can still have a lot of nichelings for our confetti cookies. And we've got quite a bit of the island to explore. But now that we're finally focusing on that a little bit, it's beginning to move pretty quickly. So alright guys, it looks like we're finally getting somewhere, and I think that Lala is going to be very happy to see multiple births every single day. That is why the fertility goddess has returned. So we will have to see what stories we have next time. So if you guys would like to join in on our nicheling pantheon, do please consider subscribing, and if you could, do please leave a like to celebrate the rise of Rose II, the rebirth of Lala, and the beginning of our confetti tribe, our little confetti batch of cookies. I think things are going to get really fun. So, all right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.